Okay, so this is part 2 of a 2-part list. I explained everything to expect from the list in part 1. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it now. I'm not explaining it again for this one. But this is your Smash Ultimate requests ranked. But before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for your turn notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus, but as it turns out, that might be what you get.
Capcom has 3 characters in Smash already, but what I find funny is that despite that, they probably have the most requests for DLC characters in Smash. And funny enough, there are 3 characters from Capcom on this list. One of those characters being Monster Hunter. While nothing is confirmed, I actually wouldn't be surprised if a Monster Hunter character was at least considered to be in Ultimate as a playable character. I mean, we got Rathalos as a boss and an assist trophy, as well as some music tracks for Monster Hunter. Don't quote me on that, it's just a theory. Now, would I like to see Monster Hunter in Smash? I think he, or she, whatever, would be pretty cool, as you can throw in weapons like the giant axe, or whatever it is that they usually use. Only, there are 2 other characters from Capcom that I prefer to see, and I also think they're more likely. That being said though, do I think we'll see a Monster Hunter character? It would make sense, as up until seemingly now, Monster Hunter seemed like almost an exclusive for Nintendo, but the 2 other Capcom characters I think are more likely to.
So, you're supposed to be Tom's best friend that he won't shut up about. Well, I don't see the appeal. That is very gross.
My god, I am so happy the Untitled Goose cracked the second half of the list. The Untitled Goose would be an awesome and funny inclusion. I mean, not only is it just a goose with no abilities, no weapons, no nothing, just a goose that can honk, I'm sure what you can do with him could be very interesting. Would I like to see the Untitled Goose in Smash though? Fuck yeah. Who wouldn't? Do I think it's likely? I actually wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility, but I can imagine a few characters that are more likely than Goose. But it would make a lot of sense to have him. Untitled Goose Game was a much bigger hit than anticipated, and was also a timed exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. It definitely could happen, and I would love every second of it if it did happen. I wouldn't say he's high up there in terms of likelihood though, at least along with some of the other characters in this video. Please happen though. Wanna know another Capcom character? Yep, we're there already. Phoenix Wright. Now, similar to Monster Hunter, the Ace Attorney games are pretty much exclusive to Nintendo, to the point where I at one point even thought that Ace Attorney was just another Nintendo IP before finding out that it's Capcom. Do I want to see Phoenix Wright in Smash though? Absolutely. He's probably one of my most wanted characters for Smash, and an inclusion in Smash would just be very awesome. Do I think he'll be in? He definitely has a significant shot at being in, and would make a lot of sense to be a character. Apparently, Sakurai even took inspiration from the Ace Attorney games for the Smash trailers, so that should mean something. The only thing holding Phoenix down is his moveset, as I know he got a moveset in Marvel vs. Capcom, and he might be one of the most just unique and creative characters in that game in that regard. I'm not sure if Sakurai wants to copy and paste that over, but I'm sure Sakurai and his team can think of something.
19 men attacked our country. The 12 of you will be the first ones to fight back. How do you love your family and leave them to go to war?
I remember when there was much speculation about Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden being a DLC character for Smash Ultimate. He was even leaked in a supposed data mine that many people, much like myself, thought was true, but as it turns out, it wasn't true. Now I don't even hear people ever bring up Ryu Hayabusa for potential Smash Ultimate DLC characters, but I haven't lost hope. I guess the speculation for him stopped when Vergaben came out and said that the 5th fighter isn't Ryu Hayabusa, which it wasn't, but we're past the 5th fighter. Now, would I like to see Ryu Hayabusa in Smash? Absolutely, as he would be a very cool addition, and it's always nice to see NES characters, you know what I mean by that? Do I think he'll be in though? He definitely has a shot, as Koei Tecmo and Nintendo have a good working relationship, even having Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors. Who knows?
Number 11. Your father will die.
Now here comes a character who I forgot to include in my list a year ago, and I don't know why, but it's Travis motherfucking Touchdown. Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes would be really cool, as not only would he be the closest we get to a Smash character with a lightsaber, aside from maybe Shulk, they can also integrate wrestling moves into his moveset. Do I want to see Travis Touchdown, just like most of the characters I've talked about in this video already? Absolutely. Do I think he's likely? I also think he's among the most likely. I mean, just look at the No More Heroes games. They might as well be a Nintendo IP, but also look at the games. Travis is a little maybe too vile for Smash, but that shouldn't be much of a barrier. I mean, we do have M-rated characters like Snake, Joker, and Bayonetta, but they're not as, foul-mouthed as Travis is. But, you can just have, Travis not talk like that. I think Travis would make for a great inclusion, and I also think he's very likely.
I wanted to give to you, in the last part of your notes here, the significance spiritually of the number 10.
One character that I never thought would be anywhere near this series, but with Microsoft and Nintendo being friends, it makes it more likely, and that is Master Chief. I constantly hear Master Chief brought up in the speculation scene, and is probably one of the most highly requested characters for DLC, for this game specifically, not for the whole series. Many people really only think Master Chief has a chance in Smash because, aside from the whole Microsoft thing, he'd be a character that would break the fucking internet. Do I want to see Master Chief though? It would be very awesome to see him in. I mean, imagine his splash art. I can already tell you it would be Master Chief finishes the fight. That would be awesome. But what do I think his chances are? I want to say something very unpopular here, but I don't think Master Chief is as likely as probably many of you think. I feel he's really only brought up because Microsoft and Nintendo are buddy-buddy, and him being in Smash would be a huge moment in gaming history. But who knows? It very well can happen, and the fact that we're even talking about it like it's a possibility is quite crazy already. Here is another character that is amongst the most requested for Smash, but this time not just Ultimate, but for the whole series in general, and that is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Now, Kingdom Hearts is probably one of the biggest video game franchises, but like more in the sense that it spans across 3 console generations, 12 platforms including mobile and your web browser, and also even a concert with canon cutscenes playing out. So it's pretty big. Also, Square and Nintendo are good friends. Do I want Sora in Smash though? I'm sure he would be a cool character, and I have nothing against him or the Kingdom Hearts games, but controversially, I don't get the hype behind Sora. Maybe it's nostalgia for Kingdom Hearts, I don't know, but I just never understood him. And I do mean, like, I feel like I should understand the hype behind Sora. Like, I feel like I'm missing something, so please let me know. As for if I think he'll be in, it's definitely likely, and Disney, who Nintendo would also have to go through, who seems like a big hurdle, even said that they're cool with Sora in Smash. Would Square be cool with it, though? That's the thing. I mean, Cloud apparently almost didn't make the cut in Ultimate, and while they were way more lenient with Hero and Dragon Quest content, and they could be more lenient with Kingdom Hearts, at the same time, Square in general is pretty stingy with Kingdom Hearts. And I'm not sure if they'll want a third character in. However, Sora is just so highly requested that I'm sure Sakurai and his team at least considered him at least once. And might even go further than that.
So I'm going to be giving this flavor 8.5 out of 10 scoops.
Now we get to my personally most wanted character for Smash Ultimate, and that is Dante. Dante from Devil May Cry is the third and final Capcom character on this list, and I feel there is a lot you can do with him in terms of moveset. His moveset is already existing, and is perfect for Smash. Now, I've already established that I really do want Dante in Smash, because he's just fucking awesome, but what about his likelihood? I feel he definitely has a really good shot. I hear many people say that Bayonetta is the reason Dante won't be in Smash, and I just never understood that. Sure, their games are similar and they both use guns, and Hideki Kamiya had something to do with both of them. That's it. But Dante can use his sword, as well as his motorcycle, both together and apart. Also, before Smash Ultimate even came out, the game's director, Hideki Itsuno, was asked about Dante in Smash and said Devil May Cry would need to be on Nintendo platforms, and lo and behold, since then, the first 3 Devil May Cry games have been put on the Switch. The only thing for me is I keep flip-flopping between Dante and Phoenix for who is more likely. Who I want more is definitely Dante. But who do you think is more likely? And throw in who you want more as well.
36.
Very close, but that's not it. Let's go to Gary the Retard. What number between 2 and 4?
Sora is not the last Square Enix character on here, as it's now time to talk about the one, the only, Gino. Now, Gino is an interesting one to me, as he is a Square Enix character, and they're hella stingy, as I already established, but there really isn't much to be stingy with for Gino. What I mean is, you know, with Cloud and Hero, and I guess, for the sake of this video, Sora, they all come from big franchises that have a lot to license out. Gino is kind of a Mario character that's not owned by Nintendo. Would I like to see Gino in Smash? Absolutely. It would be great to see him come back. How likely is he, though? He definitely has a shot. In fact, a really good shot. But I constantly flip-flop between thinking, oh, he's definitely going to make it in at some point, to, I'm not sure, will he make it in? I would love to see him. And it's not like his chances are low or anything, but I feel he should have been put in the main roster. Also, similar to Sora, I don't know if Square will say yes again, but as I already said earlier, Gino is a bit of a unique scenario. I don't know though. Square still owns Gino. Ask me in about 2 weeks if I've changed my mind on Gino, because right now I'm pretty indifferent.
Okay, Mrs. Puff, what's my final score?
6.
Woo!
Part of me is actually kinda somewhat surprised we don't already have Rayman in Smash as a playable character. I mean, we all thought he was a foregone conclusion after that Artsiomni leak before Artsiomni himself debunked it. But even before that, I was quite confident that Rayman would be a DLC character in Smash 4, or at least in the next Smash game, which happens to be Ultimate. He would also be the only limbless Smash character, which would be very cool. Do I want Rayman in Smash though? I would really love to see him. Do I think he'll be in it though? He's definitely a highly requested character, and one that would make a lot of sense if he were in, and he definitely has a shot. However, I almost kind of feel like Rayman missed his chance, because I feel like there are more likely characters now. Also, with all the shit going on over at Ubisoft, I think Rayman might be a more difficult character now, but then again, the characters were picked ahead of time, so if Rayman were to be in, that decision would have been made before all the allegations, so he can go either way. Let me know what you think.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5 is my brother.
Oh my god, I forgot about it.
The final Microsoft character on this list is Steve from Minecraft. At first glance, Steve doesn't seem like a character you could even try to give a moveset to, but when you actually look at Minecraft, the possibilities with the character are pretty much endless. Let's cut right to the chase though. Do I want Steve in Smash? I'm not as crazy about him for Smash as I see others are, but Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time, and also one of the greatest too, so I feel it should be represented in some way, even if it's not a character. Do I think he'll be in though? Steve is honestly a tricky one, as he's from Microsoft, and we all know they're cool with working with each other, but I'm just not sure we'll see another Microsoft character in Smash. However, it would make total sense to have Steve, because there is just a lot you can do with his moveset, and Minecraft is just enormous and definitely deserves at least something in Smash.
7, 5.
I'm actually kind of surprised Paper Mario placed this high, but here he is. I guess it's the hype from Origami King, which came out like a few weeks before this poll went live, and that also started a lot of talk about Paper Mario as a Smash DLC fighter. Do I want him in though? I wouldn't be flipping any tables or anything, but I never really understood why people always wanted Paper Mario, if I'm being honest. He is probably one of the highest requested characters for Smash in all of Smash history, and many people bring up that you can make him very different from Mario. That being said, at the same time, if Paper Mario were to be a DLC character, they definitely wouldn't make him a Mario clone and make him unique. The only thing is, the DLC characters are often the most unique in the game, so how unique can you make Paper Mario? Do I think he'll be in though? There are a lot of signs pointing towards him, and I wouldn't put it past Sakurai and his team, as well as Nintendo, since they selected the characters, to include Paper Mario. The only thing is I don't think he's the most likely from Nintendo. As I talked about earlier, probably Rex or Pokemon Sword and Shield Pokemon, or maybe even the Ring Fit Trainer are more likely than Paper Mario, but who knows? Now, it shouldn't come as a shock that Waluigi placed this high. He's the only one out of the 4 main plumbers to not be a playable character, as well as being one of the most highly requested Smash characters of all time. However, I think that is actually kind of his downfall. Let me explain. Do I want Waluigi in Smash? I'm gonna get people mad here, but while I think it would be cool to see him, right now, I really don't want him in. I know it sounds like I just contradicted myself, but what I mean is, I don't dislike Waluigi. My reasoning for not wanting Waluigi is nothing to do with him. My thing is the way the fans reacted when he was deconfirmed. He was in the game as an assist trophy, which led to many dickheads harassing Sakurai, and I get you're allowed to be upset, and not everyone who was upset harassed Sakurai, but I don't want those dickheads who harassed Sakurai to now get what they want. As for if I think he'll be in Smash, I don't think it's too likely either. I mean, not everything is out of the realm of possibility, but I'm gonna bring up the assist trophy argument. I get that's an unwritten rule that most fans sort of made up, and the same thing applied for Spirits before Min Min told everyone to shut the fuck up, but Spirits, I think, are different. Unlike assist trophies, Spirits aren't NPCs that interact in the game, they're just PNGs that you look at in like a gallery or something. But that is still a made-up rule, so it can go either way. But the harassment towards Sakurai can also hinder Waluigi's chances, as I don't think Sakurai and Nintendo want to appease those people. Once again, I get not everyone was like that, but I feel like this is a scenario where a select number of people ruined it for everyone, if there was even a chance Waluigi was going to make it in. I know I sort of rambled a bit for this one. What do you think?
What kind of pencil do we take again?
Number 2. Take a number 2.
Looks like you took a big number 2.
A while ago, I made a list of anti-picks, if you will, of characters for Smash Ultimate DLC. One of the characters on there was Reimu from Touhou Project, and that's a character that I got a lot of shit for, but for good reason, as that part of the video was just bad, and if I could go back and redo the video, I'd probably redo that part. Well, now Reimu placed number 2 on the poll, and the fact that that is the case shows me that someone out there hates me. I'm being a little overly dramatic, of course, but it's ironic that the runner-up on a poll that I made, which is made up of potential Smash characters, just so happens to be the one I got the most shit for. All that aside though, do I want Reimu in Smash? I'm not really familiar with the Touhou games, and I have nothing against them, but a lack of connection with the series makes me give her a no. That's what I probably should have said in my list a while back, but I don't know, I guess I thought I had something smarter to say, but it wasn't smarter. Do I think she has a shot though? She has a shot. I don't know how big of a shot. I didn't know how big of a fan base Touhou was before every Touhou fan ever saw my video and told me just how big the fan base is. And from what I've seen, Touhou is definitely a big series with a large following, and you can even carry over her moveset from the fighting games. I just don't think she's that likely, as I can't see her getting in over some of the other characters I've discussed in this video. Still surprised she ranked this high.
I'm Luigi, number 1.
30 characters that I selected for a poll that I made that have been in the conversation or heavily requested when it comes to Smash Ultimate DLC characters. Who places first? Well, have you noticed that I haven't talked about Crash yet? I'm actually happy Crash Bandicoot ranked at number 1 on the poll, because out of every character on this poll, Crash seems like a character I think we can all agree on. I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone. If you don't want him in, that's fine. But the majority of people I know want Crash in Smash. Do I want him in, though? Absolutely, because Crash is an icon, and it would be awesome to see him in Smash. Not only that, but Sonic is an old rival of Mario, and they got to duke it out in Smash. You can say the same for Crash and how he's an old rival for Mario. And it would be cool to see him duke it out with Mario. Will he be in Smash, though? I would actually kind of be a bit shocked if Crash didn't make this Fighter's Pass. In the first Fighter's Pass, Banjo-Kazooie made the cut pretty much due to fan demand alone. So I think the same could happen to Crash, as he's being heavily requested in a similar way Banjo was. I mean, Crash wasn't highly requested from the very beginning of Smash history, but still, I know there are worries about Activision not being on board with having Crash, but they said they're cool with having him. So those worries should be put to rest. I just think it's a matter of time, and if Nintendo wants Crash Bandicoot in Smash. That's why Crash Bandicoot places at number 1. Well, not really. You guys voted for Crash, and that's why he placed at number 1. Yeah, you get it. Anyways, those are these 2 videos of this Smash Ultimate Fighter poll I made and ranked. Yep. Hopefully you enjoyed these 2 parts. I don't know when, but at some point I'll combine the 2 videos into one big video. But yeah. Anyways, be sure to like this video, come subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.